Hey there, Beauty Ecology friends and community. This is Cassandra, your health, beauty, and CBD coach for women, and I am here to talk about a recent article I just posted, and it is the top 5 ways to avoid getting a color reaction when you're coloring your hair. And that top 5 ways is by avoiding 3 letters, and those 3 letters are PPD. So I'll never forget when I actually was kind of at the crossroads of coming into the beauty industry, leaving the beauty industry and going into functional medicine. And I won't forget walking into a room and watching Dr. Robertkowski put onto the big the big whiteboard. He wrote down all the components that he was putting into this blender, and he poured about 16 different ingredients in there, and he blended it up, and he said, "This, my friends, is what goes into a vaccine." And I thought, oh my gosh, boom. At that moment, my career changed, and I knew that over the span of the years to come, women would have such a chemical toxic body overload that they wouldn't be able to go to another salon. They would have to come to a salon that would have more chemical-free option versus this toxic slew that we kind of all bake in every day. So I just posted an article, and you can go to it. I will go ahead and link it. It's the top 5 ways to avoid PPD color reactions in hair color. And one of the issues that we've seen over the years is it's basically a interaction between cross-reactive proteins in the body. And so when the immune system's low or there's different chemicals in the body, they can interact with each other, and then all of a sudden you get a chemical sensitivity or a reaction or a food sensitivity. And you never know what's going to happen. And we have seen the calls come into the salon grow immensely over the last 10 years. I've been doing hair for over 20 years, and it's been 15 since I've done natural and organic before it was cool. Okay, so these women call and they say, "Oh my God, I just got a reaction to my hair color. What do I do?" And it's really one of the ways we've really grown our community at Beauty Ecology, is we've really created a safe place for them. So if you're somebody, please, reach out to me, hello@beautyecology.com. If you have any questions or want me to talk to your hairstylist, or just looking for a better option, or you don't want to get that kind of chemical reaction down the road, that's what this article is really about. There's a couple key factor studies in it that are pretty profound with PPD, and that they've linked it back, is that 50% of women that color their hair once a month have a 50% chance of a higher risk of bladder cancer. Hair colorists have a much higher risk to non-Hodgkin lymphoma. They also have a much higher risk to rheumatoid arthritis, so the inflammation markers are really, really high. So those are all things that you really should take into account. It's kind of a serious thing, and validated studies with the AMMONIA. So in the article, I kind of really preface is the top 5 ways to avoid getting a PPD reaction if you haven't already. This really is about preventative health and how you can make it a better decision now, today, and the options that are now available that were not available when I was starting to mix hair color with, back then we used enzymes versus peroxide. We found PPD line with no ammonia that didn't lie and put hidden things in it. We debunk all of that stuff at Beauty Ecology. You walk in, it's a clean air salon, and you can trust what we're doing 100% of the time. So the top 5 ways to avoid a PPD reaction in hair color, number 1 is wrap it up. So ask your hairstylist to put it in a foil, whether you're doing highlights, lowlights. If you wrap it in a foil, it's going to have less off-gassing, and then you want to use no or low heat, because that can help the gases come out to cause a reaction down the road, or get on the skin, or cause an inhalation reaction. Go blonder. So if you're trying to grow out gray or blend in gray, you can do a lot of blonde highlights with low lights to kind of blend it in. Or you can do blonde, which has less color dye load in it, or pre-oxidized dyes, which cause the reaction. The lower you go, the darker the PPD, the more toxic it is. So if you're doing lighter, you're gonna have less color molecules in there, gonna be less toxic. So that would be the second reason, or second way. The third is to go longer in between your hair colors, so you can stretch it out a little bit. Not the best, but you can stretch your hair colors out. And then the fourth would be covering it in between hair colors with like a powder, or you can use like a gel. There's color glosses, there's different options on the market now. Obviously you want something as natural as possible, but that's a way that you can help stretch out your colors. And then last would be prep with Benadryl. I prefer CBD. Clients that have sensitivities, I give them CBD when they're here. They can buy our CBD, and we have them dose around their time of hair color to take down the inflammation markers and to help with that. And I also will have them put it around their face to help with inflammation and heal the skin if they have any redness or sensitivity. So that's a really, really, really quick, easy way that we know works. It is 100% natural. And I love CBD. It's making a huge difference in all of our clients' lives. We formulate ourselves here 100% organic, GMP certified. We're not private labeling, no hanky-panky and slap of MCT and hemp oil. It's good stuff that has multiple different cannabinoids, lipophilic weights, and terpenes in it. So if you have any questions about CBD, just let me know. And so last but not least, ask your hairstylist for PPD options. So ask them for a PPD-free hair color. That's going to be your best bet to avoid it in the future. So again, this article is really about how do you avoid it now, but how do you avoid it in the future? Because the fact is the fact, chemical body overload is a real thing. And we're about prevention at Beauty Ecology. And if you know there's a safer option out there, choose the higher road. You know, if stylists are charging more for it, we are very modest in our price. We are just as competitive as any other salon. We don't really charge more for a more natural option. It's just our belief and our mission, our vision here. You know, pay for your health. It's worth the bottom dollar, because once you start getting these chemical sensitivities, it's hard to reduce them and go back, because then it's just one way forward. So we notice a 3% reaction rate here at the salon. We can help you if you need help with any of this, or to kind of go through it. A lot of his clients leave their stylist because the stylist just doesn't want to change. And we're in a new day, we're in a modern day of better options out there. I'm here to help you if you have any questions. I'll leave a link. hello@Beauty Ecology. Give me a shout out, PPD free hair color, CBD, whatever you want to talk about. I'm here to help you. And thank you for listening. Hope it was helpful. And then go to the Beauty Ecology blog, and the title is Top 5 Tips to Avoid PPD Hair Color Reactions. So thank you. See you soon.